Good morning, ma'am. So our report in this video is the continuation of the Chapter 6, Personal Security, Organization and Administration of Security Guard Force.
Republic Act Number 5487, an act to regulate the organization and operation of private detective, watchmen, or security guard agencies. So, this act was amended by Presidential Decree Number 11. In a short title, this act shall be known as the Private Security Agency Law. So, dito napapaloob ang mga organization, operation, business, and activities of private detectives, watchmen, or security guard agencies. And all of those shall be governed by the provisions of this act. Naprubahan din siya noong June 13, 1969. About sa PNP SOSHA or the Philippine National Supervisory Office for Security and Investigation Agency. So its function is to provide quality administrative services and operational supervision over security providers, making them effective partners of the police in the maintenance of peace and order. Section 4. Who may organize a security or watchman agency? Says here that any Filipino citizen or a corporation, partnership, or association with a minimum capital of 5,000 pesos, 100% of which is owned and controlled by Filipino citizens, may organize a security or watchman agency. Ang tanong dito, so any Filipino citizen says here that, ang tanong, can anyone be a security officer or a security guard? So, the answer is yes. Anyone can be a security officer. That is, as long as you are not less than 21 nor more than 50 years of age, a citizen or legal resident alien, and are able to get a Class D license. So when we say a Class D license, a Class D security license, it means that officers who complete the training hours have the power to act as a security guard or a security officer in an armed capacity. While Class G, it allows you to carry a weapon on the job, and like Class D, it requires its own training and exam. But again, yun sa mga security guard. Ang tanong dito, who may organize a security or watchman agency? Sa watchman agency. So, in watchman agency, it says here that 100% of which is owned and controlled by Filipino citizens. Meaning, Pilipino lang kapag sa watchman agency. Says here that no person shall organize or have an interest in more than one such agencies except which are already existing in the promulgation of this decree, provided further that the operator or manager of said agency must at least be 25 years of age, college graduate, and or commissioned officer in the inactive service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines or the AFP, of good moral character, having no previous record of any conviction of any crime or offense involving moral turpitude, and not suffering from any of the following disqualifications. So, matatakal po siya for the next reporter.
Good morning, my name is Kevin Saora. Ang report ko ay basic requirement of an operator or manager of security agency. So, first of all, what is a manager? What is a manager does? Usually, a manager siya yung nag-lead ng team. Hindi siya yung nag-set or organize ng mga functions and objectives, analyzing performance, making decisions, and siya yung nagre-review ng mga activities and performance ng members ng isang security agency. So, basic requirement of an operator or manager of security agency, dapat isa kang Filipino citizen. Dapat ma-age ka na hindi bababa ng 25 years of age, isa kang college graduate, at commission officer in the inactive or retired PNP or AFP. So, sino-sino nga ba yung mga commission officer. Ayan, so ang commission officer, ito yung mga PNP ranks from highest to lowest position. Yan yung sila yung police general, police lieutenant general, police major general, police brigadier general, police colonel, police lieutenant colonel, police major, police captain, police lieutenant, police executive master sergeant, police chief master sergeant, police master sergeant, police staff sergeant, police corporal, and police patrol or patrol woman. Bakit? Isa sa mga naging qualified or best selected ang commission officer sa pag-operate ng agency or pagiging manager ng isang security agency. So, here are 7 examples bakit sila yung isa sa mga qualified or selected na to be operator or manager of security agency. So, ang una natin dyan, ang expertise and experience. Syempre, sanay na sila, na marami na silang experience when it comes to law enforcement, security, public safety, which is applicable in the management and operation of security agencies. Pangalawa, ang knowledge of local laws and regulations. Siyempre, marami silang alam sa batas na pwede nilang i-implement sa security agency, and it is crucial for ensuring that their security agency operates within the bound of the law. So dapat siyempre marami silang alam sa batas, and dapat yung security agency nila dapat sumusunod sa rules and regulations ng batas natin. Pangatlo, ang leadership skills. Siyempre, pag retired PNP ka na, diba, throughout their career, marami na silang hinawakan na subordinates or members at they have managing teams, making critical decisions, handling complex situation which make them suitable for running security agency. Pang-apat is crisis management abilities. Usually ito yung mga retired PNPs na na-train na to respond sa mga emergencies and crisis which is invaluable for security agency. Pag sinabi kasi natin mga PNP retired officers, yan na yung mga sanay na or ready lagi sa mga vulnerabilities, dangers at iba ba, para in case magkaroon ng dangers or threats or challenges, alam nila ang gagawin, mabibigyan nila agad to ng actions and solutions. Panglima is syempre ang government connections. Marami silang connection sa government which is mapakadali yung pagkuha nila ng necessary permits, licenses, and clearances to operate a security agency. Ang pang-anim is ang training and specialization. So they have received special training in areas such as counter-terrorism, cybercrime, or drug enforcement. So these skills can be assets for running a security agency. Like for example, diba, pag nagkakaroon ng problema ang isang agency, alam nila yung dapat gawin, or for example may nakapasok na intruders, so alam nila bigyan ng aksyon or solusyon yun dahil sa training na pinagdaanan nila. They have received a lot of training, kaya napaka-basic na lang na bigyan ng solusyon yung mga ganong problema. And pang-pito, ang problem solving skills. Syempre ang mga retired officers kilala yan when it comes to problem solving and handling security challenges, which is valuable asset for running a security agency. Then must have adequate training or expertise or experience in security business. So, kadalasan, ang isang security operator or manager of security agency, dapat he has taken a course on industrial security management. Kasi napaka-importante na dapat kumuha siya ng course na to or seminar. Okay, for staying updated with the latest trends, best practices, and emerging threats, okay, in the field. So, meron tayong mga examples ng mga seminars, okay, na dapat niyang kunin. So, ang una, ang industrial security risk assessment. Dito, okay, tinuturo kung paano i-identify yung mga vulnerabilities, okay, dangers, okay, and threats. Pangalawa, security planning and implementation. Dito naman isa na sa gawa yung mga plano and effective implementing security measures. For example, saan ba ilalagay yung mga CCTV camera, sa harap ba ng fence, sa likod ba ng building, sa exits, entrance, at iba pa. And crisis management, okay, and response. Dito naman tinuturo kung paano mag-respond, okay, sa emergencies and crisis such as industrial accidents. Yung paano ba magre-respond o re-responde, okay, sa mga fire, okay, falling objects at explosion, okay, na pwedeng mangyari sa isang security agency. At security breaches, ang security breaches, ito yung mga unauthorized access of applications, data, key and network. So paano nila re-respondihan yon in case na mangyari yon sa isang security agency. Then, physical security measures, ito yung paglalagay ng mga physical barriers, mga locks, okay, perimeter intrusion detection and deterrent system. And security personal training. So, dito naman, okay, kailangan nilang, okay, mag-train, okay, para mas ma-enhance pa yung abilities or skills nila na pwede nilang i-apply sa security agency. Para in case na magkaroon man ng problema, okay, kayang-kaya nilang bigyan ng action, okay, at solution. So, dapat ang isang operator or manager ng security agency, okay, must have adequate training or experience in security business. Pero, okay, usually, number of training years required for an individual to become a manager of a security business is iba-iba. Depende sa legal regulations, specific type of security business, and individual's prior experience. Pero in general, dapat meron siyang 3 to 5 years or more na experience in training and security business. And next is good moral character. So, dapat, okay, meron siya, okay, ng mga bagay. Ito, ano ba yung example ng good moral character? Meron tayong respect for elders. Okay, yan yung pagrespeto sa mga nakakatanda. Okay, hospitality and generosity. Dapat, okay, welcoming siya. Okay, and mabigayin. Okay, bayanihan spirit. So, may ito yung pagtutulungan, okay, ng bawat isa. Utang na loob, ito yung for example, pag nagkaroon may tumulong sa'yo, then nagkaroon ka ngayon ng utang na loob, gusto mong suklihan, okay, yung bagay, okay, na tinulong sa'yo. Then strong family values, ito yung taking care of family, okay, and parents. Number 5, having no previous record of conviction of crime or offense involving moral turpitude. So, dapat hindi ka, okay, na-involve, okay, sa crime or wala kang criminal record. Ang example ng moral turpitude, okay, yan yung actions, okay, and behaviors that are considered immoral, dishonest, or inherently wrong. In short, yan yung immoral actions. Example, intent to harm or defraud, violence or immorality, serious criminal behavior.
Now let us move on to the qualifications of a security guard. But before that, allow me to define what security guard is. So, security guard is also known as watchman. So, security guard or watchman is defined as a person employed to protect a building against intruders or damage. It also defined as any person who offers or renders personal service to watch or secure either a residential or business establishment or both, or any building or compound. So basically, a security guard is the one who is responsible for the safety of both people and establishments. They are responsible for protecting them in times of any damage and for those criminals. And they are the ones who ensure safety at all times. So working as a security guard. The daily duties of a security guard include patrolling the facility and notifying maintenance of potential safety or security risks. Second one is checking the credentials of visitors to the facility. Third, escorting visitors and contractors to locations within the facility. Fourth, detaining people caught performing illegal activities. And fifth, the last, assisting emergency responders in the event of a safety or security incident. Now, let us move on to the qualifications of security guard. So, first one, he must be a Filipino citizen. Second, at least high school graduate. Third, physically and mentally fit. So, what do we mean by physically and mentally fit? So, being physically fit means being active throughout the working day and having the ability to function efficiently, effectively, and without illness. Also, being mentally fit means that our minds are able to function efficiently and effectively across a range of situations. Fourth one, at least 18 years of age but not more than 50 years old. Fifth and the last, has undergone a pre-licensing course or its equivalent. So what is pre-licensing course or training? Pre-licensing training course or NC1, it is the course designed for individuals who have no previous formal security training or license to exercise security profession and aspire to be security guards. So this course introduces training to the security services industry, its basic laws and regulations, as well as the what it takes to be a security professional. So this course is complete with the necessary modules to equip any legal individual to be a qualified security professional. Basically, the pre-licensing training will train and instill knowledge with regards to what they need to do and what they should not do in those individuals who aspire to become security guards. This will greatly help them to have a license so that they can apply to be a security guard. Next, in-service training course or the NC2. The retraining course is designed for security guards and security officers whose license to exercise security profession, enhances and updates the security professionals' knowledge of their profession. So in this case, after getting an NC1, a security guard must undergo retraining. Thus, they will have an NC2. Since they have knowledge and training, those knowledge and abilities they learned in NC1 will only be enhanced and updated at this point. So, veterans and retired military or police personnel with honorable discharge, including graduates of ROTC, advanced or exempt, are exempt from the required basic licensing training. So, why are they exempt? They are exempt with regards to basic licensing training because they have knowledge about it. They know, they have acted, and they have experienced what with regard to the things to be done in basic licensing training. Since before they entered their profession, they were well trained physically and mentally for the profession they were aligned with. And with that, since police and security guards have the same goal, which is to protect people and establishments, police and retired military personnel should not undergo basic licensing training.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Virgilio Apelada Jr. from Black Sea, and we are the first group to report. And I'll be discussing my part on this report, which is the qualifications of security officer. So the first on our list is he must be a Filipino citizen, holder of a baccalaureate degree, physically and mentally fit, and has graduated from a security officer training course or its equivalent. What does its equivalent means? It talks about that the security officer had finished training or seminars and etc. that related to a security functions before. So, let's talk about their training or the security officer training course. The training is not optional for security guards as it is required by the state. However, this is called pre-licensing training, which is necessary in order for them to be given a license certificate and be allowed to perform their duties at work. So, only armed security guards go through firearms training. Every security guard, unarmed or armed, is required to complete the standard training given to them. But this doesn't mean that all security guards go through firearms training. Only armed security guards are required to complete more training for firearms, which means includes training on a firing range and undergone training courses that related to marksmanship. So when you see security guards carrying a gun as they stand outside of a bank or any establishment, those armed guards has the license to carry firearms and have accomplished firearms training. And also the first aid training. I know it is more basic training for them because all security guards are required to have basic first aid training because this is to maintain safety in case of an emergency and know how to respond in a certain situations that first aid is necessary.
Qualification of security consultant. But first, let us talk about security consultant. What is security consultant? A security consultant is also sometimes called as security analyst, pinpoints vulnerabilities in computer works, networks, and software program, and works towards solution to strengthen them against hacker. This consultant role is example of highly specialized IT occupation. So, move on tayo sa qualification. First qualification is dapat Filipino citizen. Next is physically and mentally fit. Third is holder of master's degree in criminology, public administration, MNSA, Industrial Security Administration, or law. So, next is must have at least 10 years experience in operational and management of security business. So, ito is, example nito is monitor and analyze security systems to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities. Manage security incidents including responding to alerts, investigating security breaches, and taking corrective action. Develop and maintain security systems such as firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and antivirus software.
And let's go for the qualifications of private detective. So what does the private detective means? The private detective means is any person who does detective work for hire, reward, or commission other than members of the AFP, BJMP, PNP, or any other law enforcement agencies. So the qualifications for the private detective is he must be a Filipino citizen, physically and mentally fit, holder of a baccalaureate degree, preferably Bachelor of Laws or Bachelor of Science in Criminology, graduate of Criminal Investigation course. What does the Criminal Investigation course? It is designed to introduce investigative concepts and skills to interested professionals who wish to become certified criminal investigator and willing to be assigned or projected to be assigned in any investigation job or position. And also, he must be graduate of a criminal investigation course offered by the PNP or NBI or any police training school or a detective training in any authorized or recognized training center. So, and also, he finished advanced ROTC or CMT or its equivalent. So, that's all for my report, ma'am, and thank you.
So, since natakal ni Virgilio Apilada yung qualification, ako naman, i-discuss ko naman yung disqualifications. So, first disqualification is having a previous record of any conviction of any crime. Second is having previous record of any conviction of offense involving moral turpitude. So, ano nga ba tong moral turpitude? The word is often heard in the phrase moral turpitude. So, it is an expression used to law, designated an act or behavior that gravely violates the sentiment or accepted standard of the community. Next is having been dishonorably discharged or separated from employment of service. Ano nga ba tong dishonorably discharged na to? So, ang dishonorably discharged is considered as the highest level of punishment and is reserved for action that are inexcusable such as murder, manslaughter, sexual assault, and desertion. Isa pa nitong based sa Google is ang dishonorably discharged is the dismissal of someone from the armed forces as a result of criminal or morally unacceptable actions. Next disqualification is being a mental incompetent, yung kumbaga baliw ba, psycho, ganun. Hindi siya makapag-isip ng tama. So, X siya. Next is being addicted to use of narcotic drugs. Yun yung mga addict, bawal yun. Next disqualification is being an habitual drunkard. Yun yung manginginom, X siya. And then, lastly is yung dummy of a foreigner. Yun lamang po. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is John Paul Gartisi, and I'll be presenting my part, the moral turpitude. So, moral turpitude is defined as an act of baseness, madness, or depravity in the private and society, social duties which a man owes to fellow men, or to society in general, contrary to the accepted and customary rule of right and duty between man and the man. So, a crime of moral turpitude is a crime that disrespects and antagonizes societal norms. Typically, crimes involving moral turpitude are done with vicious and evil intent. So, they contradict rules upheld by polite society to the point where the crime itself is seen as shocking and disgusting. So, an example of this is rape, bigamy, murder, and so on and so forth. So, next is the classifications of training and its duration. So the pre-licensing course is already discussed by Mr. Yol, and I will be discussing the training course. So the training course or the refresher guard training program is intended to support and complement the existing security guard training and counter security measures designed to improve observation, detection, and reporting skills. It improves also the coordination with local police, fire, and emergency services. So it also provides and improves skills in working with advanced security technology including surveillance and access control procedures, and it is requiring at least 20 hours of training. So next is the security first officers training course, and it is also discussed by my group mates. And the next is basic security supervisory course. Supervisory course is a 52-hour course prescribed by PNP SOCIA, which aims to teach every participant with the basic knowledge in supervising, security planning, system development, and overall management of a security operation. So, the module is composed of legal aspect of security, general subjects, physical security, and safety system. So, basic investigation and report writing, community relations, and disciplinary training. So, all of the training courses is shown in the PowerPoint, so refer the lang kayo doon. So, lastly, is the license to operate. So, license to operate is a license certificate document issued by the Chief Philippine National Police or is duly authorized representative authorizing a person to engage in employing security guard or detective or a juridical person to establish, engage, direct, manage, or operate an individual or a private detective agency or private security agency, company security force after payment of the prescribed dues or fees as provided in these rules and regulations. And that's all. Thank you. And we are again Group 6.